Hello, it's Randi Rhodes. Here's a clip from our show, and go to randirhodes.com for the whole thing and a podcast. Buy a stinker podcast.
Mary had a little man.
The fault. We believe that all men are created equal.
To the magnificent mosaic that is America.
From radio beacon to radio beacon. I have a dream today. Change has come to America.
Believe me.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
It's a figment of your imagination.
Randi Rhodes Show.
Turn up your mind.
What's going on, Timmy? It's coming from upstairs in the Mandalay Bay. Upstairs in Mandalay Bay, halfway up, I see the shots coming from Mandalay Bay. We have multiple casualties, GSWs in the medical tent. Multiple casualties.
Repeat, just be advised, it is automatic fire. Fully automatic fire from an elevated position. Take cover.
Multiple GSWs to the chest, legs, femoral arteries, at the medical tent. At the medical tent, 4A, off of Guile, south of Reno.
When we were there, Jason Aldean was performing. He was like 10 minutes in, and we heard what we thought were fireworks, and it looked like smoke from Mandalay Bay. And then he kept performing, and then we heard it again, and they cut the music, and everyone said drop, and everyone dropped. And then everyone just got up, and they said run, and everyone started stampeding and charging and knocking over grills, jumping over fences, getting out. We ran past Tropicana. We tried to run into MGM, and then everyone ran out of MGM saying there was shooting, and we tried to run this way, and the same thing happened, and then we just hid in a bush for like an hour.
Clip after clip after clip, bullets flying everywhere, everybody running. It was really, really bad.
And you guys said that there were multiple shots fired.
We were the furthest VIP stages away from Mandalay Bay, and they were ricocheting everywhere where we were. So they were firing from somewhere high, and they were unloading clip after clip after clip after clip.
Oh, if only the people at the concert had been armed, they could have. Oh, they were. Yeah. Exactly what would a good guy with a gun, what could he do? Because there are a lot of good guys there with guns, and they weren't. Maybe a good guy with a rocket launcher. Maybe this is what we need to escalate into. Maybe this is it. Because he could have taken out the entire floor of the Mandalay Bay. And, she said she saw smoke coming out of this window at Mandalay Bay, so they knew where it was coming. If only a good guy with a rocket launcher, a rocket-propelled grenade launcher, was... last night, a man with automatic weapons unloaded clip after clip after clip on concert goers in Las Vegas from the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel, and he ended up killing, so far, 58 people, wounding more than 500 people. And every single person in this audience, except for the, few trolls that listen, prayed that this guy was not a Muslim and that this guy was, not black. And when the shooter this morning turned out to be a 64-year-old white retiree from just outside Las Vegas using military weapons of war, basically, some of us were actually relieved. This is where we are in America. I was relieved that gasoline wasn't poured on our already uncontained racial fires that our idiot president lit in the past few 18 months of him being on a national stage. He started this whole race war in this country. He plays the race card over and over and over and over and over. Did it from day one, did it last week, did it again this weekend, tweeting the mayor of Puerto Rico that the people of Puerto Rico are lazy. She's inefficient. She's spoiled. The people want everything done for them. I mean, this is all race war stuff. So when the shooter turned out to be a 64-year-old retired accountant with money, no less, with money. This guy owns tons of real estate. He was an accountant, had a lot of real estate investments all over the country, houses and apartments in Orlando, Florida, plenty of money to play with, had a girlfriend, no record whatsoever, no violence, not even a big gun guy, not even a really big gun guy, no politics, no religion too. Imagine. Yeah, that's what the FBI said. That's what Special Agent Aaron Roos said. No politics, no religion, nothing.
As this event unfolds, we have determined to this point no connection with an international terrorist group. As this investigation continues, We will continue to work with our partners to ensure that this is factually, thoroughly, and absolutely investigated to be able to bring comfort and peace back to this community. Thank you.
Thank you. And then his brother, he's got a brother who's 57 years old and lives in Orlando and takes care of their 90-year-old mother. I can relate. And he said, if an asteroid fell on me, I would be, less surprised than the surprise I feel when you're telling me that my brother, whose name, by the way, is Stephen Paddock. Yeah, an accountant, a retired accountant. Oh, my God.
We're trying to understand what's wrong, what happened. We have no more idea what happened now than we had an hour ago. We're still just completely befuddled, dumbstruck.
When was the last time you talked to your brother?
As I told him, the last time I communicated with my brother was about, when did we get power back? 5 days after the storm, okay? He texted me and said, "How's Mom?" I texted him back. I mean, I'd look.
How's Mom right now after she has learned what happened?
My mom knows what happened, yeah. We all found out when our phone started ringing with the cops at 1 o'clock this morning or something. Had nothing to do with any political organization, religious organization, no white supremacists, nothing, as far as I know. I've only known him for 57 years.
Your father was a bank robber?
That's correct. I mean, here, we're all proud. My father was on the top 10 list for a while. His name's Benjamin Hotchkiss Paddock, I believe is his name. I didn't know him. We didn't know him. He was in jail and broken out of jail.
Does he have a history at all of?
He doesn't even have parking tickets. He has no criminal record. He has no record of any affiliations. He has nothing.
What about mental illness?
That I know of.
History of mental
Absolutely
illness?
not.
Do you think that could be?
As far as I know, once again, nothing like that. He was a wealthy guy, and he liked to play video poker. He went on cruises. He sent his mother cookies from, big, huge, crazy boxes of cookies and stuff.
So I guess we've proved to ISIS that when it comes to slaughtering Americans, we're number one. Damn it. Oh, yeah, we know how to kill ourselves. So now, everybody's wondering, what is the deal? You know what? Here's my feeling about it. I don't know, just like you don't know, just like we don't know. Thank God he wasn't a Muslim, because that, no matter what the brother would have said, oh, he's ISIS. And thank God he wasn't, a mentally ill person, because, well, since he's white, they tried to, say, well, he must be mentally ill. I mean, after all, he's white. White people only do this when they're mentally ill. Black people are thugs, And Muslims, well, they're all terrorists. So, when he was white, they started, well, any mental illness, anything. No. So I'm guessing it was this. He blew through all his money being a degenerate gambler. Probably was owed people money in Vegas, probably did. And his girlfriend, left him. And this was enough. This was enough to take him over the edge. Okay? He's lived all over the country. He's got lots and lots of real estate. He lived in a Del Webb neighborhood in Mesquite, Texas, which is a 55 and older, but for active 55s and overs, who want clubhouses and golf courses and cooking classes and, that kind of thing. And he lived in a number of retirement communities. He had one of those houses in Reno. He had another one in Mesquite. He had another one in Melbourne. He had another one the guy had so much money, and his brother said that he was really into video poker, and he was playing high stakes poker. He was playing $100 a hand poker. He was playing lots of video game poker, and they say he would disappear and go on these gambling trips or whatever it is. The guy had to have been in debt. His life maybe became unmanageable. I mean, that's all I can imagine. Now, that said, if somebody loses everything, if somebody loses their girlfriend, if somebody loses their fortune in life, if somebody goes a little bit crazy, okay? If somebody, do we really want to be the place where they can get all the ammunition and gear they need to exact this kind of carnage on other people before taking their own life, so he'll be remembered for something? The president said today that this was pure evil, an act of pure evil, does that mean that we should provide pure evil with logistical support in the form of easy access to the weapons of war? Does it? If pure evil needs tools, we shouldn't be supplying pure evil the tools. But thank God Trump put those NFL players and that Puerto Rican mayor in their place before this happened. It could have been so much worse. Oh, I kid, because I love. And this is bad. This is just amazing. This is the worst one yet. This is the worst one yet. I think today is day 237 of the year, and we've already had 328 mass shootings in 2017. That is the truth. That is unbearable. Yeah. It's in the homework section. There's gun violence trackers. It's unbelievable. Weapons of war are in the hands of ordinary citizens. Weapons of war are in the hands of the police. The NRA told us for years that more guns would equal fewer shootings. They were wrong. They said the only thing that stops a bad man with a gun is a good man with a gun. They were wrong. Nevada's got some of the loosest gun laws in the entire United States. Okay, you can bet this guy didn't break one single law until he actually pulled the trigger. You know, they have these gun shows there where you can go shopping in the gun show. Now, I do realize Nevada voted on question 1. I'm not an idiot, and I do follow, any progress that we can make on guns. So question 1 was, yes, people wanted background checks at gun shows. They wanted to close the gun show loophole, but it's never been enforced. Never been enforced because it's been challenged in court. And because it's not a federal law, they can't get the FBI to enforce it because the FBI only does federal stuff, right? So they can't figure out who would enforce the background checks in Nevada, even though the people of Nevada have voted for background checks on these crazy gun shows. But here's what will happen in Nevada. You can go to a Las Vegas gun show and you can buy automatic weapons. They're legal there. Automatic weapons, machine guns are legal in Nevada. You can buy them and, their concierge service will bring those guns to the hotel room where you're staying. They will actually, arrive at your front door. They will actually go through the hotel lobby. They will actually go through the hotel man, and they will bring it right to your door. Now, do people who, have little children or people who want to go to a concert or, want to, move around freely, do they have the right to even know this? Yes. So this is why I'm telling you. But there's nothing you could do about it. I mean, Vegas is all about gambling. Might as well gamble with your life, right? Right? Sure. Yeah, this is unbelievable. So, the idea that I thought about, please don't let this guy be a Muslim and please don't let this guy be black. I got to tell you, the president, presented the mayor of Puerto Rico after doing, the bare minimum to help people there. He actually went and played golf and presented her with a golf trophy after the golf tournament, dedicated the trophy, which is an empty cup. An empty cup. Wow. It was just like the height of irony. So you wonder, is there a double standard? Was that racial? Just remember what your first thought was this morning when you heard about Las Vegas. And you know it was. Maybe we should all take a knee and beg for help. Go to RandiRhodes.com for the whole thing and a podcast. Buy a stinking podcast.